Right, so here we go. I'm posting this video because treasure hunt number 5, The Gambler, is over. It's actually over about a week or 10 days ago or something. I've just been really busy and haven't got around to making this video yet, but here we go. We'll quickly break this down. But first, quick shout out to Ash Earl. Congratulations, getting the second notch on your belt as a treasure finder and establishing the Earls as quite the treasure finding family in Rockingham. So here we go. Let me quickly break this thing down for you. Of course, in the original video I showed you this cipher to get you on your way to the location, which said find the bridge to nowhere out at Rockingham's most western point, and then you'll find a black box out there containing these blah blah blah. That was the bridge to nowhere out at Point Perrin, which is Rockingham's most western point of the mainland. And when you got out there, you would have found a little black box attached to the bottom of one of the posts. That is this black box right here. And then of course at the end of the treasure hunt number 4 found video, there was the clue saying know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. That is of course Kenny Rogers the Gambler, and that was made in 1978 or released in 1978. So that was the clue to get into the black box that you needed once you got out there. And then once you get into the box, there was just a message inside that said, in a house guarded by Yakintha's recycled eagle, you'll find the next clue, but only on the 6th, 7th and 8th of December will you be able to view. You must remember the phrase they call the rising sun if you wish to get through. That phrase was from the Animals song called House of the Rising Sun, which is a gambling house in New Orleans, so just fit the theme. And of course the house guarded by Yakintha's recycled eagle is the Rockingham Arts Centre, with his bird out the front that won the 2011 Sculptures by the Sea, I believe. And then once you got in there, of course I only had it available on the 6th, 7th and 8th of December. You would have got in there and viewed this picture I painted of a pool shark, a gambling pool shark. As you can see, there was the pool balls on there and stuff. I sort of knew that could throw you guys off a little bit. I thought it might throw you off a little bit longer. It took us about 3 days once you finally got to this bit. But in the end, it was the shark in the middle was actually a map of Rockingham. As you can see there, that's the map of Rockingham, and it is the shape of this shark in the middle. That is actually the cutout that I used to make the shark in the middle. But anyway, that was it. If you got that, the eye of the shark was over Bayview Reserve, which was this park, and also sort of carved into the dark blue paint with the back of my palette knife. I put under white sands. So under white sands sort of directed you to the playground at Bayview Reserve there, where the safe was hidden with all the goodies inside, and of course the cursed voodoo doll. That was just sealed up just before I left it. And of course I got it back with Mr. Voodoo doll still inside. Ash also used the key to open it, so I got my key back. That's not actually the one. That's the one. Got that key back. But anyway, once he got there, he didn't need the combination because he had the key. But for those who were interested anyway, the combination started with a bit of this: a true champion can adapt to anything. That was a quote by Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather obviously had his career of 50 wins and 0 defeats, so that was the first number for the combination. And then we had the John McEnroe of poker, which is a weird name to get for a poker player. He's a golfer or a poker player, but that dude won 16 bracelets. Damn, I should have remembered his actual name. Now I only know him as the John McEnroe of poker. So that was 50, 16, and then this statue of a horse was a Black Caviar. Black Caviar won 25 consecutive wins, no losses. So that gave us 50, 16, 25. And then the last part was a quote, always bet on black. That was a quote by Wesley Snipes in the movie Passenger 57. So that gave you 50, 16, 25 and 57. for the combination. Like I said, Ash did not need that because he translated this, a little bit of Serbian, which said the key would be carried by a steel wave. I don't know about the translation on that one, but it was enough anyway for Ash to find it. It was, of course, this steel wave down near the foreshore in Rockingham. You would have to get your feet wet at least to go out and get the key there. But yeah, that's it for that one, guys. I think that tells you everything you need to know. As always, a little bit of information for the next hunt will be, think of any number. If it is an odd number, I want you to times it by 3 and then add 1. And if it's an even number, halve it and repeat those steps until you end up with a loop. You'll end up in a loop no matter what number you start with. So figure it out, find that loop, and remember that for treasure hunt number 6, the tale of 2 safes. Now we'll be putting 2 safes out there, 2 complete treasure hunts. One will be filled with all the goodies as usual, the other one will be empty. It'll be a safe full of disappointment. So you're going to want to be careful which one of the 2 safes you go questing for. But yeah, remember that for now, and I will catch you in 2022. I hope you have a really good Christmas, and I wish you all the best in the new year. See you next time.